we have 71 times 2. So let's start with 1 times 2, which is 2. And now we can move on to 7 times 2. We know that our 7 really stands for 7 tens, so we can write 0 in our units column and then answer 7 times 2, which is 14. So really, we've multiplied 70 by 2 to give us 140. So adding up our answers, we have 2, 4, 1, so 71 times 2 is 142. Now pause the video and use the same method to answer 35 times 4. So we can start with 5 times 4, which is 20, and now we can move on to 3 times 4. But really, that 3 stands for 3 tens, so we can write a 0 in our units column and then work out 3 times 4, which is 12. So now, adding up our answers, we have 0, 4, and 1, so 35 times 4 equals 140. Now pause the video and see if you can answer 39 times 9 using column multiplication. So we can start with 9 times 9, which is 81. And now we can move on to 3 times 9. But that 3 really stands for 3 tens. So we can write 0 in our units column, and then 3 times 9 gives us 27. So we have 27 tens, or 270. So we've lined up our place values, so we can use column addition to find our answer. 1 plus 0 is 1. 8 plus 7 is 15, so we can write a 1 underneath our next place value column along, so under our hundreds column, and then we can write 5 in our tens column. Now we have 2 hundreds plus the 100 that we made from adding our tens, so we have 3 hundreds. So our answer is 351. So now pause the video again and use the same method to answer 28 times 6. So we can start with 8 times 6. That gives us 48. So now we can move on to 2 times 6, and we know that that 2 really stands for 2 tens. So we can write a 0 in our units column before we answer 2 times 6, which is 12. So we have 120. Now we can add 120 and 48 to find our answer. 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 2 is 6. And 0 plus 1 is 1. So we have our answer 168.